3 ages, 3 very different outcomes. The choice between filing for Social Security at 62, 67, or 70 can mean a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars over your retirement. And if you're married, the math gets even more interesting, because what your spouse does matters just as much as what you do. Let's walk through a real couple's breakdown. Meet John and Linda, both turning 62 this year. Both have worked their whole lives. John's full retirement benefit at age 67 would be $3,000 a month. Linda's would be $2,400 a month. They're trying to figure out the smartest time to file. Let's run the numbers. Option 1. File at 62. If John and Linda both file at 62, here's what happens. Social Security reduces your benefit when you file early. The reduction is about 30% if you file 5 years before your full retirement age. So John's $3,000 benefit drops to roughly $2,100 a month. Linda's $2,400 benefit drops to about $1,680 a month. Combined, they're collecting $3,780 a month, or about $45,000 a year. That sounds like a lot, and for many couples it's enough to retire on. But here's the catch. Those reduced benefits are locked in for life. Every cost of living adjustment they get from here forward is calculated on that reduced base. Over a 30-year retirement, that gap compounds significantly. Option 2. File at full retirement age, 67. If John and Linda both wait until 67, they collect their full benefits. John gets $3,000 a month. Linda gets $2,400 a month. Combined, that's $5,400 a month, or about $65,000 a year. That's $20,000 more per year than filing at 62. But they had to wait 5 years to start collecting, so the trade-off is real money now versus more money later. Option 3, delay until 70. If they both wait until 70, their benefits grow even more. Social Security adds about 8% per year for every year you delay past full retirement age. That's roughly 24% more than the full retirement age benefit. So John's $3,000 benefit grows to about $3,720 a month. Linda's $2,400 benefit grows to about $2,976 a month. Combined, they'd be collecting $6,696 a month, or about $80,000 a year. That's $35,000 more per year than filing at 62. And those higher payments continue for life. Here's where it gets interesting. Most financial calculators show what's called a break-even age, the point at which delaying actually pays off in total dollars collected. For most people, the break-even age for delaying from 62 to 67 is somewhere around age 78 to 80, meaning if you live past 80, you come out ahead by waiting. If you don't, you would have collected more total dollars by filing early. For delaying from 67 to 70, the break-even is closer to age 82 to 84. The average 65-year-old today is expected to live into their mid-80s. So statistically, delaying tends to pay off for most people. But that's just averages. And here's the thing about averages. They hide a wide range of outcomes. About half of 65-year-olds today will live longer than the average. For people with good health and family longevity, the odds of living well past the break-even age are quite high. For people with chronic conditions or shorter family histories, the picture is different. Run the numbers based on your actual situation, not someone else's. There's also a hidden factor most people miss. The break-even analysis treats every dollar the same. But a dollar at 65 and a dollar at 85 aren't the same thing. The dollar at 65 buys travel, hobbies, time with family while you're still active. The dollar at 85 might just sit in the account. Some financial planners argue this means filing earlier has hidden value the math doesn't fully capture. Others argue the opposite, that having more money in your 80s matters even more because you might face higher healthcare costs. There's no clean answer. Here's the part most people miss. For married couples, Social Security isn't just two separate decisions. It's a coordinated decision. When one spouse dies, the surviving spouse gets to keep the larger of the two benefits, not both. So if John dies first, Linda's benefit doesn't continue alongside her own. Instead, she gets whichever is higher. This is called the survivor benefit, and it means the higher-earning spouse's filing decision affects the surviving spouse's income for the rest of their life. So here's a strategy many couples use. The higher-earning spouse delays as long as possible to maximize the survivor benefit. The lower-earning spouse files earlier to bring in some income while waiting. In John and Linda's case, John is the higher earner. If John delays to 70 and Linda files at 62, here's the result. Linda collects her reduced benefit of about $1,680 a month starting at 62. John waits until 70 and then collects $3,720 a month. If John dies first, Linda's benefit jumps from her own $1,680 up to John's $3,720. That's a massive boost in her income for the rest of her life. Now, every couple is different. Here are the factors that should drive your decision. Your health and family longevity. If you have serious health issues or a family history of shorter lifespans, filing earlier might make sense. If you're healthy and your parents lived into their 90s, delaying probably pays off. Your other retirement savings. If you have substantial savings to live on, you can afford to delay Social Security and let it grow. If Social Security is your primary income source, filing earlier might be necessary. Your spouse's situation. If you're the higher earner, your decision affects your spouse's survivor benefit. That changes the math. Your tax situation. Social Security can be taxed depending on your other income. Sometimes filing earlier and combining with other income strategies makes sense. Sometimes delaying does, whether you're still working. If you file before full retirement age and continue working, your benefits can be reduced based on your earnings. That's a temporary reduction, but it's worth knowing about. Here is a common myth to clear up. A lot of people believe they need to file early because Social Security is going to run out. The truth is more nuanced. The Social Security Trust Fund is projected to be depleted somewhere around 2033 or 2035 if Congress doesn't act. But even in that scenario, ongoing payroll taxes would still cover about 75 to 80% of scheduled benefits. So Social Security isn't going to zero, but it might be reduced if no changes are made. That's a real consideration, but it shouldn't drive your filing decision in isolation. Here is what John and Linda actually decided. After running the numbers, John and Linda decided on a hybrid approach. Linda filed at 65, earlier than full retirement age, but not as early as 62. John delayed until 70. The reasoning was that Linda wanted some income coming in, but they also wanted to maximize the survivor benefit in case something happened to John first. That's not the right answer for every couple, but it shows how the decision can be customized based on your specific situation. Here's what I wish more couples understood about Social Security. It's not a single decision. It's a coordinated decision that affects both of you for the rest of your lives. The higher earning spouse's filing age can mean tens of thousands of dollars in survivor benefits down the line. Don't make this decision in isolation. Run the numbers for multiple scenarios. Consider your health, your savings, and your spouse's future. And if you're not sure, talk to a financial advisor who specializes in retirement income planning. The cost of a few hours of advice can be dwarfed by the value of getting this decision right. If this was helpful, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. At what age are you planning to file for Social Security and why? I read every comment and I love hearing how people are thinking through this decision. And if you want more content like this, subscribe. I share exactly what I wish I knew so you can make smarter money moves.